gonna get by, gonna survive. Every girl has a dream. Welcome to my world. I'm a Yankee girl.
Everybody, it's VGG, your host of Coffee Talk. You stick around, because at the end of the show, we're going to be reading some fan mail during Coffee Talk. You don't want to miss it. Well, that's up to you, but I don't think you should miss it. Get ready for the perfect California trip. From Big Sur and San Simeon to Monterey Bay, California, Pebble Beach Golf Course, we cover it all in this trip to California. Now, I hate to say it, but this perfect trip didn't start off so perfect, considering I had to drive along what I believe is called the One, which most people would probably consider the best part of the vacation and the most scenic route, but since I'm such a baby and scared of heights, it was a little tough for me. Monterey, California was a spectacular sight in itself. There were so many beautiful things to see, but it was definitely for people who like adventure. I didn't really care for driving on, I believe it's called the One, which is a road that goes alongside the mountain. And it's so high up, and basically it's a straight cliff downward the whole way. And when I say the whole way, I mean the whole way.
Hey guys, it's Michelle, and we are standing outside of the world-famous Hearst Castle in San Simeon, California. Now, this is the first stop on our 2014 California trip in Monterey, and we decided to go all the way. We're going down up north, and then we're going to work our way back towards Monterey.
I would like to build something up on the hill at San Simeon. I get tired of going up there and camping in tents. I'm getting a little old for that. I'd like to get something that would be more comfortable. I thought the treacherous roads were behind me at this point, but guess not. Here we go up to the castle in a bus. William Randolph Hearst was 56 years old in 1919 when he inherited the land that his family owned after his folks died. And get this, he hired a single architect, a woman named Julia Morgan. How cool is that? The Hearst Castle was once the site for the world's largest private zoo, holding exotic animals from every continent. Mr. Hearst actually grew most of his fruits and vegetables right on site, even the dairy products. We finally make it to the top of the mountain and see Hearst Castle. Now, if I remember correctly, what they said, the second floor was Hearst's floor. That's where his bedroom was, and that floor is actually off limits. Or it was, at least, to his guests back in the day.
The sculptures at the entrance, what do they represent?
They're Spanish wild men, they're Gothic, and they were put on the front of churches to scare people who were insane away from the church. People who were insane were thought to be possessed by the devil. So they're keeping devil people out of the cathedral.
Okay.
Hearst Castle is so big, it was pretty mind-blowing. Apparently there's 165 rooms, and out of the 165 rooms, we went on an hour and a half tour of some of the main rooms, which were just mind-blowing. You can't really tell from the footage, but the detail in every single room is so intricate that it's actually mind-blowing. And some of the pieces that are hanging, he had it imported from all parts of the world. In the pool room, there's actually gold in the floors and in the ceiling, which we'll get to shortly, but that was actually one of my favorite rooms. Now, this was the dining room where Mr. Hearst had his parties and everybody sat down to eat. And I asked the question, where would Mr. Hearst sit at the dining room table? I figured probably at the head of the table. But I was wrong. Mr. Hearst used to move his seat around because at each party, he always wanted to talk to somebody new and interesting. Now, this is my favorite room out of the rooms that we saw, and it's one of the indoor pools. I believe it's the Roman pool that holds 205,000 gallons of water, and in the walls and in the floors is real gold. There's so much to tell about Hearst Castle. I can't even begin to cover it in a 30-minute show. So for more on Hearst Castle, go to hearstcastle.org. And this is definitely something you have to check out in person. So if you're ever in the area, make sure you check it out. San Simeon Bay is a special place, and there certainly is no doubt about that. Right across the street, pretty much from Hearst Castle, there's this little spot in San Simeon where you can go and overlook all the seals. And in this other little secret spot, we got to see whales.
Oh my God, look at them.
Now this was another thing that was so amazing. This time we didn't have to pay to see whales. There's this pier that you can walk to the end of, and of course I don't remember exactly where, but you can watch the whales all day long, and they're everywhere. And the funny thing is, there's people canoeing right next to them, and they're not even afraid.
Everywhere. This is better than the boat.
Okay, I stand corrected. I think they're kayakers, not canoers.
All the birds.
Well, I don't know if there's a difference, but they're pretty close to those whales, whatever they are.
I want to see one really jump out of the water. You know, like it's look at that one, right? How close they were to that kayaker.
In San Simeon, even at our hotel, there was fun things to see, like this little guy right outside our window at our hotel. So from San Simeon, California, we headed over to Monterey Bay. And there was quite a bunch of interesting things we found in Monterey Bay, California. Now, this is considered Old Fisherman's Wharf.
Are you rested?
From what I gather, the sunbathing is amazing in this area. And our next stop, off to the aquarium. Today we're in Monterey, California, and one of the biggest attractions in Monterey Bay is the Monterey Bay Aquarium. So, if you're an animal lover like me, I bet you're gonna love this one. Come on. Welcome to the Monterey Bay Aquarium. Our mission is to inspire conservation of the oceans.
You're supposed to.
We're supposed to. Okay, what am I going to touch?
Well, come touch a cucumber. That's a sea cucumber.
Oh, and it's not going to hurt me. Nope.
Spiky.
Oh, it's jelly.
Yes, it's like jelly. Hey, they're busting around by and they're eating. Actually, they're eating. They eat seeds. And they're both eating. Yep. Help. Cool stuff.
I thought it was fun learning about all the different life in our ocean. You know, you really don't think about how much life there actually is in the ocean. And it was kind of fun learning about it and getting to touch some of the animals and creatures. Good thing I didn't get bit. Now, what might not be so fun is the next time I'm at the beach swimming in the ocean, thinking about everything I just learned about it. Black-footed penguins. Meet our African penguins.
Let's see the penguins!
Penguins are birds that fly through the sea, catching squid and small fish like anchovies. When it's time to find mates, lay eggs, and more, these penguins come home to rough, rocky shores.
It's going to be a little bit harder for her to clean up in here because penguins have about 70 feathers per square inch.
I never realized how fast penguins can swim. Now here's some critters that I found quite interesting. Now this is certainly not what I think of when I think of a shrimp. Now wait till you see all the different species of jellyfish there are.
invisible. Press it again. I think this one's bone potty.
It really is a whole nother world. So amazing and so beautiful and tranquil. I could have sat there all day and looked at this stuff. It really did mesmerize me. One of my favorite sea life creatures of all times is the seahorse. I've been fascinated with the seahorse since I was a kid. And the most interesting tidbit about the seahorse is that the males are the ones that get pregnant and have the babies. Go figure. Wildness reminds us what it means to be human, what we are connected to rather than what we are separate from. I loved reading these quotes along the way. They were kind of inspiring. Get a load of this guy. Now look closely. These little guys swim with their mouths open. This guy kind of looks like a swimming rock. Ah, sea otters. Otters live in swaying undersea forests. Wrapped in ribbons of kelp, a sea otter floats on the surface of Monterey Bay. The otter's world may seem distant, yet our lives are intimately connected. Our everyday actions affect these unique threatened marine animals. And I must say, these guys are a riot to watch. Now I'm pretty sure there's treats inside those balls. And watch how smart they are and how they get those treats out.
Oh man, not this one. Ah, he's helping himself.
In conclusion of our California trip, we are at the world-famous Pebble Beach Golf Resort in Monterey, California. Now guys, if you're thinking of playing this golf course, you better save up your pennies. Yes, that's $710 you see right there for a round of golf. But it's a once-in-a-lifetime thing, and if it's on your bucket list, you better get to it. Now, if you know anything about golf courses, you know all the greats played this course. Arnold Palmer, Bing Crosby, and Bobby Jones. I think that's Jack Nicklaus next to him.
Pebble Beach, golfing. Woo! Look at that. Oh no.
Well, hello everybody, it's VGG, your host of Coffee Talk, and my co-host, Yankee Poodle. I know you're probably all wondering where the heck have they been, right? It's been a long time. Well, we have been buried under ice and snow in Nashville. I'm so excited. I can't even tell you. Now, our producers thought it would be fun to read some fan mail that you all wrote in regards to me. Okay, well, in regards to the whole show, I have no clue what you all wrote in and said. Dear Vajiji, I am a single male and I just love you. Surprise, surprise. God, what a way to start out the show. I am a breast man. Well, go figure. I have a question for you. Are yours real? Well, Chuck and Buffalo, are you for real? Vajiji, You talk funny. Us Southerners can't understand you. Jenny from Alabama. Dear Jenny from Alabama, first of all, clean out your ears. And second of all, maybe you could find yourself a hearing aid. Maybe we should have screened these before we read them live on air. I talk just fine. I need glasses. Times have changed, you know. I ain't getting any younger. VGG, love your hair and your wild outfits. Who dresses you? Me! Just me! To me. Well, thank you, Tracy in New York. Might as well take credit where credit's due. Okay. What a funny segment Coffee Talk is. The host is witty, agree, funny, definitely funny, captivating, and classy. Oh my God, well that I am. All of the above. Keep the laughs coming. Sincerely, Ed from Toronto. Well, hello, Ed from Toronto. Are you single? Under 35 and rich, give me a call. Otherwise, I got an older sister maybe I could hook you up with. But thank you for that wonderful, kind email that I agree with 100%. Now, those are the kind of emails I should be getting. Oh, I'm starting to like this. Okay. VGG. Me and my boyfriend just broke up after 4 years. Yeah, so who cares? He broke up with me and never gave me a clear explanation. Should I call him for closure? Megan. Megan, do I look like freaking Dear Abby? Isn't this supposed to be about me and Coffee Talk and all the good things I'm doing on the show? I feel like I'm in a therapy session. Or better yet, that I'm the therapist. Oh boy. Although I do give good advice, I must say. Miss Petrillo, I am a senior citizen and I think most of your Coffee Talks are interesting and funny. Well, thank you. But the Loretta Jenkins you had on your show was a potty mouth. Well, sincerely, Harriet. Well, Harriet, let me tell you. I agree that Loretta Jenkins was a potty mouth. As a matter of fact, she had no couth whatsoever. Yet for your information, I don't pick the guests that come on the show. All I can tell you is the next time that episode airs, go take a nap. Dear VGG, do you prefer oh my God, I can't even read that one on the air. VGG, you're so talented. Oh, I look forward to your segment on Yankee Girl TV. It would be better if you did it naked. I don't even think I'm going to address that vulgar, rude email. VGG is the best part of YGTV. Agreed. Oh, okay. Well, first of all, thank you. That was very nice. I enjoy my segment as well, and I do think I'm very talented also. I'm so glad we agreed. But it is called Yankee Girl TV. So many people think it's YGTV, but that's just the logo. Like to see VGG get a make under. What's your name? Rudy or Ruby or Tootie. How about you go get a make under? And how about I stick your suggestion under the trash can? Next. Dear VGG, I see you having your own show in the near future. I like this one. Maybe something to do with kids. Well, I like the first half of that one. Boo to that. I deserve my own show, I do agree. So far, that's my favorite email. Oh my God. Sincerely, Lydia from Rochester, New York. Oh my God! I wonder if she's a psychic. I could do without the kids though. Anywho, thank you for that wonderful email. I have such nice fans out there. I'm starting to like this. Okay. How much money do you make hosting Coffee Talk? Trish from Colorado. Well, Trish from Colorado, I don't think I'll be answering that because I think it was very nosy. Couldn't you think of anything better to say? To whom it may concern. To whom it may concern. That's formal. Coffee Talk's host is annoying as the day is long. Anonymous. Dear Anonymous, I think your email stinks. Didn't your mother ever tell you if you don't have something nice to say, don't say it at all? No wonder why it was anonymously signed. Who'd want to own up to that rudeness? It's gonna be a long show, I can tell. Okay, maybe we'll get some good ones. Think positive. Here we go. Would you ever jump out of a plane for excitement? No. Maybe you could go jump out of a plane though, and while you're at it, maybe you could go fly a kite. Well, that was a dumb question. Anyway, moving on to the winner of the Lovers Club for Coffee Talk TV. It is Jaja from Budapest, Hungary. Lord, she wrote in a beautiful email, the most beautiful, I must say, and how wonderful a job that I'm doing, which I must also agree with. And her email goes on, and it is definitely the best one we've got. So, thank you so much, Jaja from Budapest. Where the heck is that? And there's a few other people I'd like to thank for watching the show. Millie from Rochester, New York. Larry, who's also from Rochester, New York. All the people in the Brockport Walmart. And all the people at the Spencerport Post Office. You keep watching. This is the winner of the Haters Club. Oh, let me get prepared for this one. I can only imagine. Subject. You suck. I don't think so. Well, it all depends. I was trying to watch my high school hockey team win a sectional championship. And for some reason, your show was on the channel that it was supposed to be on. Well, excuse me. It literally made me want to shoot myself in the face. That's kind of strong. You have an extremely annoying fake New York accent, and you are not funny in the least bit. Well, who died and left you accent police? That's all I got to say to that. I actually broke things when I was watching it, hoping and praying that my hockey would come back. It didn't. Well, too bad for you. I bet your mother loved you breaking stuff around the house too, you little brat. I'm not done. There's more to this lovely email. I never hated anyone in the world more than I hate you. Ooh. Hate. That's very rude. I never. You should be court-ordered to never speak. Wait a minute. You should be court-ordered to never speak again. Oh, Lord. You should be court-ordered to never speak for the rest of your life. Really? Please. Who do you think you are? If I ever saw you, I would have the natural impulse to hit you in the face. Really? I would have the natural impulse to break every bone in your scrawny body. Hope you got that one. Please never ever come on TV again. Why don't you try again? Because I think you might have caused more than one suicide of the people who watched your show. Go die in a hole. Sincerely, a name I can't read. Well, listen here, to whom's name I can't read. I want you to know the authorities have been contacted en route to your lovely email. I'm glad to see that you had your daily dose of haterade today. Let me address this thing as a whole. Your email has left me dumbfounded. Because I found the dumb in that email in every line you wrote. I think that was all a little rude and all too harsh. I think you over-exaggerated. I think your hormones are doing a little stirring over there, and you're blaming me for everything. Did you ever hear the saying, don't hate, congratulate? Maybe you should. Second of all, I think dying in a hole is very rude. Why don't you go die in a hole? I think you need to cage the rage. I have 2 suggestions for you. Anger management. Oh Lord, I would hate to see what happened if his team lost. That is the winner of the Haters Club. If any of you out there feel like jumping off a bridge after watching Coffee Talk, well, I'm sorry. All I can tell you is one thing. Bring a life jacket with you.
There's a sunny day calling me away for a smile. 'Cause there's something fun that needs to be done for a while. I'm letting go, leave my worries behind. It's time to unwind, 'cause it's good, so good. I got to have it. It's good, so good. Time to reach out and grab it. I tell you, friend, you can't spend all your love. You can try, but don't be surprised if there's enough to make the world go.